Wow, y'all, 200 subscribers. You know what that means. Let's get into something special. Okay, just like when we hit 100 subscribers, now we're at 200. Let's do something different. A smoked blueberry cobbler in the Traeger, and these are the ingredients. We have some regular sugar, self-rising flour, some confectioner's sugar, 1 lemon for the zest, 1 container of mascarpone cheese, some heavy whipping cream, butter, whole milk, and 2 cans of blueberry pie filling. Let's start with the crust. All right, to this mixing bowl, we're gonna do 1.5 cups sugar. And we're not gonna put this up yet because we're gonna need it later. And then 2/3 cup of the self-rising flour. That should do it. 2/3 cup whole milk. And then I already have exactly 6 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna get this melted and then we'll put it into the bowl as well. All right, now that I got this melted, I'm gonna pour that in and give it a good mix. Okay, once we have this mixed up, we're gonna open up both cans of the blueberry pie filling into one of these deep dish aluminum pans like I like to use a lot. We'll get this spread out kind of evenly. Just like that. We'll give the crust and then we'll pour that over the top. Then over the top of this, we're gonna scoop out a tablespoon of sugar and just sprinkle it all over the top. And just like that, she's ready for the smoker. Okay, now that I have that in the Traeger, I have the temperature set for 165. The recipe actually calls for 135, but the Traeger won't go down that low. So 165 it is. It's supposed to take about 2 hours, but that's at 135. So I have my alarm set for every 30 minutes to go off. We'll check it. And then once the toothpick can go in and out clean, then that's when it's ready. Now we're gonna get started on the mascarpone topping, which is basically just mascarpone cheese. We're gonna go with 12 tablespoons of this into the mixing bowl. Okay, to make things easier, this is a 226 gram container. I used about 3/4 of it. Then to this, we're gonna go 1/4 cup of heavy cream. So with the confectioner sugar, I'm gonna go about 1/4 cup. Once this is mixed up, then I'm gonna put the lemon zest in there. Then we'll get it put in the baggie and then put it in the refrigerator. All right, now that we got that good and mixed, let's get some lemon zest in there. And finish mixing this up. This is what we're looking for right here. Just nice and smooth, no clumps, everything properly incorporated with each other. Just like this is what we're looking for. You're gonna throw this into the refrigerator. We'll wait until the cobbler is done. We'll be right back. All right. 2 hours in the smoker. It's probably gotten all the smoke that it's gonna take in. I'm gonna pop this into the oven now at about 350 for about another 30 minutes. We're gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes and then we'll put the topping on. All right, 30 minutes later, this is what we're looking like. Nice crust on top. I think putting it in the oven for the extra 30 minutes did it pretty good. So now, with the topping, and you saw me do this with the cupcake that I did when we hit the 100 subscribers, but we're just gonna cut a little hole in this corner, just like that, and then we'll squeeze it out. I'm thinking just from one end to the other, and then we'll just go back over it again this way. You can really taste the lemon zest in this topping. Let's cut a portion out and see what it tastes like. I'm gonna take a little corner here. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. I cannot thank y'all enough. The 200 subscribers, I would have never thought I would gotten this far. But y'all stay tuned. I'm either in the mix of doing a griddle series or it's cranking up pretty soon. Which is gonna be just a bunch of different cooks on the griddle, strictly on the griddle. Everything that I can do, everything that I can come up with will be cooked on the griddle for the next couple of weeks. So y'all stay tuned. You know, hitting 200 subscribers might not seem like a big deal to some folks. But to those of us who've been grinding, filming, editing, uploading, and hoping someone out there is watching, it means everything. This journey hasn't always been smooth. There were times I wondered if I should just call it quits, but some spark kept me going. And now, here we are, 200 strong. Not just numbers, but real people who've supported me, hit that like button, dropped a comment, or told a friend about the channel. You're part of this story now. The road ahead, you may be asking? It's looking better than ever. I've got ideas brewing, plans forming, and the fire's lit. So if you've been here since the beginning, thank you. And if you're just joining, welcome. And if you're still watching from the sidelines, come on in. There's room for everyone. So sit back, buckle in, and keep your grills hot and seasoning simple. Because 300, here we come.